All right, everybody, let's go ahead and populate this head element with some meta tags. Well, before the meta tags, let's do the title tag. Unfortunately, we cannot preview what the title tag does on this browser because the Scrimba browser doesn't show the title of the page. But just to illustrate it, the title of this lesson is called Head Elements. And you can see that the title of this course is also on the tab of your browser. And that is because your browser is looking for the content of the title tag and placing that on the tab on your browser. So here we can say this HTML document is called Learning HTML. And there are other meta tags that you should add. For example, the meta char set equals UTF-8. So this is telling the browser what character set you are using to write your HTML document with. Okay, and there are other ones. You're going to give it a name of description, and the content of that description is going to be um, my first HTML website. And as you can see, there's no closing tag for the meta tag. And that is because it is a self-closing tag. It never carries content, so it doesn't require a closing tag. Everything is in attributes and values right inside the opening tag itself. There's one meta tag that you must always have on a document, especially if you're going to be building a responsive website, and that is called the viewport meta tag. So here we're going to type name viewport, and on the content, we're going to specify the width of the site is always the device width, comma, and let that initial scale be 100%. What this allows is for your browser to render everything at a 100% scale, no matter what the width of your browser is. So you must always have this tag, especially if you're trying to build a beautiful, responsive website. Okay, here we have the link tag that we brought over from our previous document. It is loaded in the same server as our HTML, but let me tell you that you can also import an external style sheet from anywhere on the web. On our website, we're going to be using icons that come from a style sheet that is hosted on fontawesome.com. Fontawesome.com makes fonts that we can access through HTML classes. I'm just going to import that right in because we're going to be using it on our project. So this goes to show that you can import a style sheet that's loaded on your server, or you can import an external style sheet that is on the web. Now, you can also have embedded styles in the document. Just know that whatever style is here, you cannot use it on another page because you cannot import it or reference it or link to it from another HTML page. Let's write some content here. This is the header 1 element, which is the most important text on your site. You should only use it once per page just so that the browser know what the most important text is. Here we're going to type hello world. And as you can see, we have some text. Now we're going to explore the header tags later on. But now I'm going to use the style here to apply some text to our hello world here. So let's do H1. And I'm going to do text align center. There you go. I have aligned the text. Now this style right here will override this index.css because it is after in the flow. The browser will read this and then overwrite it with this. Now you will be able to overwrite this if you do an inline style. And you do that by typing the attribute of style with a value of, let's say, I'm going to do text align left just to show you that I can override it. There you go. In the line to the left, it overwrote what this specified right there. Now I'm going to change the color to, let's say, gold. There you go. So I'm applying text align center here. I'm applying color gold here. And this background purple comes from the index.css. So that's two ways that you can apply styles on your page. Now there's another element that you can use called script so that you can run JavaScript right on your website. And I'm going to run a simple script that says hello universe. And this is going to give an error. Let's save it. And that is because I don't have anything with the ID of H1 on the document. So let's type ID H1, hit save, and we still have the error. And that is because we need to put script after the element that we're trying to modify with JavaScript. Hello universe. There you go. I replaced the content of hello world with hello universe. Okay, so I'm not trying to give you a lesson on JavaScript, but even if you don't know JavaScript, you can import JavaScript plugins that other people have developed into your site. So you always want to make sure that it's inside the body, but it needs to be after the rest of the content of your site. And now let's say I want this to come from an external JavaScript file. So let's go ahead and cut this out. I'm going to put it inside this JavaScript file. We lost the hello universe. And now for the script tag, I'm going to type source index.js and I'm going to hit save. And there we go. We've imported the same JavaScript code that we had inside the tag from here. And now that we've got our head elements set up, our meta tags, our styles, and script tags, we're ready to start building our layout.